Good morning, students. In previous sessions, we have seen about the communication skills. Now, you know about communication, types of communication, and effective communication. Now, we would be studying about communicating in English. As you know, English is a global language. Whenever there is need of interchange of information or facts with other persons or other countries, we do mostly in English only. In class 9, we had learned some basic rules of English. Now, we would further learn about communicating in English, especially use of English in written communication. So, now we would start our fourth session of Unit 1 Basic Writing Skills. First, we would see the definition of a sentence. A sentence is a group of words that are complete, meaningful, makes a sense, and convey specific meaning, fact, message, or information. So, these sentences play an important role in verbal as well as in written communication. Now, let's recall that a sentence has a subject, a verb, and an object. For example, if we take a sentence, Rohit goes to school, here Rohit is a subject, goes is a verb, and school is a object. You also know that a sentence must begin with a capital letter and ends with a punctuation mark. These punctuation mark may be a full stop, a question mark, or an exclamation mark. In the given sentences, the first sentence is the sun sets in the west. It ends with a full stop. Second sentence is what is your name? It ends with a question mark. The third sentence, what a beautiful place. It ends with an exclamation mark. So there are different types of sentences. Now I know you had guessed it right. Would move to our next topic, that is kinds of sentences. Depending on the purpose of sentences, there are four kinds of sentences. The first is declarative sentence, second interrogative sentence, third imperative sentence, fourth exclamatory sentence, and many places you might have seen the fifth type, that is optative sentence. Now we would see the details of these sentences. The first is declarative sentence. It is also called as assertive sentence. It is used to tell some information or fact. It ends with a period or a full stop. Some examples are given here. My mother gifted me a book. Today is Friday. The sun rises in the east. All these sentences are telling some information or some facts, and you can see they are ending with a full stop or a period. Next type of sentence is interrogative sentence. It asks a question. It begins with the interrogative word or a question asking word like what, when, why, where, whom, how, etc. Or with a to be verb such as do, does, is, am, are, was, will, or shall. Another thing is it always ends with a question mark. Examples are given here. Is he your classmate? Here it is starting with the to be verb, that is and ending with the question mark. Another example is where does your friend live? It is starting with the interrogative word where and ending with the question mark. The third type of sentence is imperative sentence. Sentences that express a command, instruction, prohibition, request, or advice are called as imperative sentences. Generally, in these, subject is not explicitly mentioned, but it is easily understood from the sentence. It always begins with the base form of the verb. Means in this, first form of the verb is used, not the other forms. Or take some examples. The first example is turn off the lights. It is a command. Be brave. It is an advice. Please do me a favor. It is a request. You can see in all these sentences, they are beginning with the base form of the verb or the first form of the verb. For example, go to school. It is an imperative sentence in which we are giving some command. But if I write going to school or gone to school, they are not imperative sentences. The fourth type of sentence is exclamatory sentence. Sentences that convey strong feeling or emotion are called as exclamatory sentences. These usually begin with words like what or how, and they ends with an exclamation mark. Some examples are given here. What a weather! How lovely this song is! What a beautiful place! Now, as you had understood different types of sentences, we would see what a phrase is. I know you might have confused between a sentence and a phrase. Phrase is a group of words that has some sense, but it is not structurally complete and does not convey the full meaning. Let me tell you, sentence is also a group of words, but sentence has a complete meaning and structure. But phrase has some meaning which is not complete and it is not structurally complete. A phrase does not have a subject and a verb, and a phrase is used as a part of sentence. Some examples of phrases are given here. On the rooftop, under the table, around the corner. These are phrases. We can understand some meaning out of these, but meaning is not complete. But when these are used in the sentences, they depict the full meaning. For example, he is sitting on the rooftop. Here, the meaning is clear and complete. Second example, my dog is lying under the table. Third example, the shop is around the corner. So, when these phrases are used in sentences, they depict the clear meaning. So, I think now you know how phrase is different from a sentence. Now we'll come to our next topic, that is parts of a sentence. A sentence has mainly three parts: subject, predicate, and object. Subject tells us who is performing the action of the sentence. It can be a person, a place, or a thing. It represents what or whom the sentence is spoken about. For example, if we take as example, the old man built a road. In this sentence, the subject is old man because the sentence is spoken about the old man. So here the subject is old man. The predicate says something about the subject. It includes the verb and everything that follows it. For example, in the same sentence, the old man built a road, the predicate is built a road. The object is a part of the predicate. It tells about the thing on which the action is being performed. For example, in the given sentence, built is a verb and it is done upon the road. So, road is the object and verb is built. So, I think we had revised some of the concepts that you had read in your earlier classes, like the types of sentences, parts of sentences. Now, one more important topic of English grammar is there, that is parts of speech. We will revise these in short. There are following parts of speech. The first is noun, pronoun, verb, adjective, adverb, article, preposition, conjunction, and interjection. At some places, you may find 8 parts of speech where article is not included. But here we consider all the 9 parts of speech and would quickly revise them one by one. The first part of speech is noun. It is name of a person, place, or thing. In short, we can say it is a naming word. Some examples are given here like dog, cat, garden, work, music, town, Manila, teacher, Bob. All these are name of either some persons, place, or thing. In the given example, the sun shines. Here, sun is a noun. Anna goes to school. In this sentence, Anna and school both are nouns. The second part of speech is pronoun. Pronoun is a word that is used in place of noun. It replaces nouns. Some examples of pronoun are he, I, it's, me, my, she, that, this, those, us, who, whom, you, etc. Now, take an example. John is hungry. He wants to eat. Here, he replaces the name John. So, he is a pronoun. The third part of speech is verb. Verb is a doing or action verb. It indicates some action. Some of the verbs are run, go, have, invite, laugh, listen, playing, singing, walking, etc. When used in a sentence, it can be the dog and cat are running. Are running are the verbs and they show what the action dog and cat are doing. Next part of speech is adjective. It describes a noun or pronoun. Some example of adjectives are angry, brave, healthy, little, old, red, smart, true, some, good, big, interesting. They are used as brown dog, fat cat, big garden. All the green colored underlined words are adjective and they are describing the nouns. Fifth part of speech is adverb. It describes a verb, an adjective, or a adverb. That means it tells more about the verb's adjective or adverb. Some adverbs are badly, fully, hardly, nearly, never, quickly, silently, well, very, really, almost. Now see the example runs quickly. Here quickly describes more about the verb runs. So quickly is a adverb. Eats very slowly. Slowly is a adverb and very is describing more. So very is a adverb. Sixth part of speech is article. A word that introduces a noun or a signal that noun is going to follow is called as a article. Mainly there are three articles, the, a or an. When used in the sentence they can be the dog, the cat, an apple, a bench, etc. Preposition is a word that shows the position of an object with respect to other in time or space. Or in other words, they show relationship between words in a sentence. Some of the prepositions are above, before, except, from, in, near, of, since, between, upon, with, to, at, after, on, and so on. Now, when we use in the sentence, it can be I'm going to my garden. Here, to is a preposition. Next part of speech is conjunction. A word that connects two sentences or phrases or clauses or words is called as a conjunction. A list of conjunction is given here. And, or, but, so, and so on. This can be used in a sentence and the example is given here. I was tired, so I went to sleep. Here, so is a conjunction. The last part of speech is a interjection. It is a word which shows sudden and strong feelings. Some of the interjections are given here and when used in the sentence it can be oops, I spilled the milk. Here oops is a interjection. Or we take another example. Wow, what a beautiful painting. Here this wow is also a interjection. So students, we had revised these parts of speech. Now, in some sentences, we can identify these parts of speech. The example is, take an example. The old tired man was sitting under a tree and patiently waiting for his son to arrive. In this sentence, almost all the parts of speech are covered. You can see here the is a article, man, tree, sun are the nouns, his is a pronoun, was sitting, waiting, and to arrive are various verbs, old and tired are the adjectives, patiently is the adverb, the and a are the articles, under and for are the prepositions, and is a conjunction. So you can identify various parts of speech in various sentences. Now we had revised all the parts of speech and some more common English grammar points. I am giving one more link for the detailed explanation of the parts of speech. Watch that and understand it better. Now, regarding the exercises, I am giving a PDF for the exercises on the topic that we have discussed today. The exercises you have to do in classwork copy. Today, we had covered two sessions, session 4 basic writing skills and session 5 parts of sentence and parts of speech. Next time, we would start next session. Be safe, be at home and happy learning. Bye.